Welcome back, folks. I'm here with the lovely Honor Blackman, and later on, Brian Conley will be here, but out of his frock, thank the Lord. Anyway, it's time now for a new comedian who was a big hit at this year's Edinburgh Festival. He also entertains our studio audience, and he's the only Irish-Iranian comedian on the circus. He's here to discuss, of all things, women's magazines. Will you please welcome Patrick Monahan? Let's hear you. Come on. Patrick, get that apple one of my shirts. Is that right? Is that one of my shirts? One of your shirts? On his picture? Yeah, it's all right.
How you doing? Sorry, Patrick.
Patrick, I've never seen you so smart.
Yeah, your dressing room was open, so I just walked in.
It looks better on you than it does on you. Can have it.
Oh, thanks.
No, you
yeah,
can,
cheers.
Present. Tell me, why are you so fascinated by women's magazines?
Well, they're fantastic. I just got addicted to them just in the summer. I was having a look at a few. And men's magazines, you don't get this, do you? If you look at men's magazines, you have, like, real-life stories and that. And in the women, they've got fantastic stuff. We haven't got time to read through them all, but I'll give you some of the actual titles of some of the stories. Like, for instance, this is one of my favourites. Mugged for a chalk ice, and it wasn't even summer. That's... I mean, how can you not read that, Paul? That's amazing. You like this, you like pets. My cat's so lazy, he uses his tail as a fifth leg.
How did you get these?
I know, it's brilliant. This is... I love this one, you might like this. We used to argue, so I killed him.
That's very catty, guys.
Few married women out there, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
One of your favourite sections, doesn't it, involve the psychics?
Yeah, and most of the women's magazines, they have an agony aunt section, but this is a bit different. There's a lady called Ruth the Truth. Now, Ruth the Truth, it's amazing, isn't it? You can't make that up. You can't make... And Ruth the Truth, she's not only a psychic, but she's also an agony aunt. So she's a bit like Darren Brown and Jeremy Kyle wrapped together in a Matalan cardigan. And what they do is thousands of people write in letters and they'll ask her, you know, for advice and to help and stuff. And what they do is they can only choose a few. But this is letter of the week. Now, I'm not making this up. I'm going to read this out. The letter of the week. This is the top letter that wins £50. There's £50 at stake here to buy scratch cards and Primark stuff. And this is the top letter here. I'll read it out. This is what she said. Dear Ruth, please help. I've mislaid my spare car key and the one I'm using is bent. I'm scared that one day it'll snap as I turn on my ignition. Now, this is the question that wins the letter of the week. She says, have you any ideas where my spare key could be? Now, there's a woman at home... No, this is the truth. I'm not making this up. You can read that. Look, there's a woman at home. She's come in the house. She's gone, I've lost my car keys. Do you know what? Shall I look in the drawers in the kitchen? Maybe look in the sofa. It might have dropped out. Or maybe even check the jacket that I last wore when I was driving the car. But the woman's gone, that's a lot of hassle. Let me write a letter to Ruth the Truth. And I'll wait for 7 days. And Ruth the Truth, obviously, she replied back and she said, yes, I've done this myself so many times before. Luckily, I have a trusted pendulum to find things like keys. And I see your keys could be either in a leather handbag or try looking in the back garden, buried under the patio with your dead husband, you crazy cow.
She doesn't say that. Are your parents, Patrick? Are they really... So is your mum or your dad Irish and who's Iranian?
Well, my dad's actually from Roscommon, which is near you.
That's the same as all my father's
family, yeah, because my dad watched your dad, he said we're probably related. They are all the Irish are related.
They are, though, we probably... Because it's so small, isn't it?
No, yeah.
It's Galway, mate. Galway Bay.
Just up the way, Roscommon by the
How did they meet, then?
And my mum's actually from Iran, in Avos, which is near Liverpool as well, which is near Paul's family. And they actually met at an arms fair in Geneva. And, joking. They did it. My dad actually met my mum in Iran. He was tarmac in a desert. And it's amazing because people always... Do you know what? People always get surprised because they always, when they find out, because I never really tell people, they go, wow, that's amazing, you've got Irish relatives and Iranians. You must love travelling. I say, not really. We spent most of our family holidays in customs. But I look very British now, but when I was younger, you could tell I had a strange mix, because I was the only kid in my primary school to have a moustache. Except for my sister, she was a show-off, you know. But it's weird, because I started off doing stand-up on the Irish-Iranian Geordie circuit when I was a kid, and one of my favourite jokes back then was, what's the difference between an Irish Republican and an Islamic extremist?
Yeah.
Very controversial. One's me mum and the other's me dad. And you probably relate to this because you've got a lot of Irish relatives, and you know it's like Irish family. And at Christmas time we get a lot of the Irish come round and Iranians. We had about 232 relatives at one time in our house. And I remember one Christmas we played Pass the Parcel. That game lasted till Easter, and we had to get a UN inspector round just to finish it off. You know, people like, you open it, Michael. No, Akbar, you open it. No, Ali, you open it. And just going round and that. But it's amazing because the Irish are very much like the Iranians. People get confused, but the Irish and the Iranians are very similar, very friendly. You know, the Irish are like...
Oh, yeah.
And they'll just talk to me. Irish will come and sit down next to you. It doesn't matter, wait, they'll come and go, all right there, fella, where are you from? And I go, I'm from here, Grandad. I'm at home. I'm trying to watch telly. Can we chat later? And the Iranian are very much similar as well. The Iranians are very friendly as well. But people are surprised by that because they think Iranians, because you see them on the news all the time, people go, no, they're not hostage takers. And I say, they're not. They're just very friendly. You know, they
like company.
Exactly, yeah. You've tied him to the radiator. No, we tried to keep him warm while we talked to him, you know.
You should be out on the road doing a tour. Are you going to do a tour?
Yeah, I just finished up at the Edinburgh Festival, which I was... You've done that loads, haven't you? You've done really well up there,
yeah. You know, brilliant. I used to... Forget the show, it was the party time for me. Yeah, it was party central.
But I'm also doing the Royal Albert Hall on November the 30th as well, so just doing a little show.
That's both of you doing the Royal Albert Hall?
Yeah. Do you want to do a bit with me? It'd be brilliant. Sure. This is my Iranian sister.
To toe in leather.
Yeah.
Patrick, you're great. Come on, let's hear it, please. Mr. Patrick Monahan.
Thank you.
Cheers, Patrick.
Thank you.